Hello, YouTube. This is Set Free from the Trap Ministry. I am on here to share that I did not grow up listening to no Christ-centered hip hop. I wasn't always a godly man. I wasn't always following Christ. I knew about church growing up, but I didn't know you could have a relationship with Christ. I didn't know I didn't know that I needed Christ growing up. I didn't know that. So I did not grow up listening to Christ centered hip hop. I had no clue about that. I didn't know that. The first time I was introduced to godly hip hop, Jesus Christ introduced me to it. Then the pastor gave me a Lecrae CD. I didn't know what that was. I didn't know what it was gonna be. So I didn't grow up listening to Christ centered hip hop. I was introduced in 2007. Okay. I didn't know what I was going to be getting ready to listen to. I thought it was going to be whack. I thought they was going to be preaching at me. I didn't know because I did not grow up a godly man. I knew about church, but I didn't know that you can have a relationship with Christ. I didn't know I could be filled with the Holy Spirit of God. I didn't know. I had a wrong view of Christ growing up. Now I got a clear view. So I didn't know. I didn't grow up a godly man. I didn't grow up that way. I didn't grow up that way. I didn't Jesus Christ came looking for me. At 25 is when I let God, start working on me. But I didn't know before then. So when I got introduced to the godly hip hop, it was way different. It was way different because Jesus Christ, he took the desire away from me to listen to stuff that's cussing. He removed that from me. I didn't have a desire no more. He removed that. He took a lot of desires away from me. Okay, so he took it away from me, and I had desire for him. So when I was introduced to the godly hip hop that glorify the Lord, I had to really check and see what it was about. I thought it was gonna be kind of corny and kind of weak, but it wasn't. It wasn't. I think the first time I heard Lecrae, I think it was he was sharing testimony how God changed him and I used to do it too. And he was talking about how God delivered him. And I'm like, I can relate to that because I've been there. And that's the reason I started listening to Lecrae because I can relate to his testimonies. I wasn't trying to become a fan of nobody's. He was sharing stuff that I could relate to. He shared how God has changed him, how God, I think it was him and KB. They was talking about how God changed him. And then I started listening to a compilation. I think that's the best godly hip hop compilation I ever heard of. And it was just a whole bunch of men and women on there that's been set free. So that was my introduction to the godly hip hop. If God had never changed me, I never let God change me, then I wouldn't be listening. I wouldn't be listening to it. No, no, I wouldn't listen to it. No, if God didn't change me. So when I listened to it, all I heard was how God changed him. And it says right here in Psalms 40, he'll put a new song in your mouth, a hymn of praise, and many will see the Lord and fear the Lord. The fear of the Lord is beginning of wisdom and knowledge. Fear the Lord and put their trust in him. So Jesus Christ, he delivered me from the desires of this world. When Jesus Christ set someone free, he don't do no halfway job. He do it all the way. I do not have a desire for the things that I used to have. The temptation is there, but the desiring. So I don't have a desire for the cussing hip hop, for the stuff I used to have. The thrill ain't there no more. I got brand new desires. I got a hunger and desire for Jesus Christ, Philippians 2:13. So Jesus Christ is the reason why I'm still here. He's the reason why I'm listening to the Christ-centered hip hop. He told me about it, and he put godly people there to give me a Lecrae album. And as I listened to it, the many years I've listened to Lecrae's album, I'm not a fan of nobody's. I'm a supporter. I only listen to Lecrae's albums is because his testimonies are encouraging, and I can relate to him. That's why I listen. That's why I listen. I don't care about no music or no beat. It's those lyrics. It's the lyrics. It's encouraging. That's why I listen. And then I think the compilation that I bought, man, that was so encouraging. So the godly hip hop is Christ centered, but it's got a bunch of testimonies in it. So that's why I listened. But I had no clue. I was in the dark. I didn't know that you could have a relationship with Christ, and I did not grow up listening to this stuff. And I think Lecrae said on one of his albums he didn't grow up that way either. Nope. God changed him. Now none of us are perfect. It's not about perfection, but some of the desires that I used to have are not there no more because of Jesus. The temptation is there, but the desire ain't. When you ask Jesus Christ to deliver you from something, he gonna take the desires out. He gonna make it where you don't want it no more. So I don't have a desire for Snoop Dogg's albums no more. I don't have a desire for the hip hop that's out today. It's not there no more. Jesus Christ has took the desire away. He put his desires in me. So I may be tempted to go listen to cussing lyrics, but the desire ain't there no more. The temptation is, but the desire ain't. So when Jesus Christ changed someone, he don't halfway do nothing. He do it all the way. So I don't have a desire for the things of this world no more. They have been removed. I do not have a desire for Snoop Dogg's albums. I do not have a desire for Jay-Z. I don't have a desire for that. I don't have no favorite rappers, no favorite nothing. It's not there anymore. The only reason I listen to Lecrae is because he's a man of God and he encouraged me. I'm a supporter. I'm not a fan of nobody. I'm not worshiping nobody but Jesus. The temptation, Jesus Christ was tempted yet without sin, so I'm gonna be tempted. But being tempted is not a sin, even into it is. So I don't have a desire for the things of this world no more. Now I got a brand new desire. God has put his desire on the inside of me, Philippians 2:13. So the godly hip hop is really all about the lyrical content. It's not about no music. It's all about the lyrics. I've had a chance to listen to some of the godly hip hop. Testimony after testimony, testimony, testimony. This is how God changed. This is how God delivered me. That's what I heard. But I didn't grow up this way. I wasn't always where I'm at right now. Jesus Christ has really changed me. He will make it where you don't want the stuff in this world. He'll make it where you don't want it. I don't want to listen to Snoop Dogg. I don't want to listen to Jay-Z. I don't want to listen to the hip hop that's currently out today. I've already listened to that stuff growing up. I don't want to listen to the new hip hop artists that's out now. I've already heard that stuff going up and down the road. I don't want it. It sounds like the same stuff from the 90s. I don't want it. I don't want it. I do not have a desire for the hip hop that's out today. I don't have a desire for that stuff no more. I listened to that stuff for 26 years. The stuff that's out today sounds just like the stuff back in the 90s. I don't have a desire for it no more. Jesus Christ, he removed the desire. It almost makes me throw up. It almost makes me sick. I can't listen to that no more. All right? It go in one ear and out the other. I do not have a desire for it. I don't. The desire for explicit, violent lyrics, they're not there no more. The temptation is there, but the desire ain't. So you gonna catch me dancing to that. Not no more. Ain't there no more. Nope. Nope. He put a new song in my mouth and a hymn of praise to our God. And many will see and fear the fear of the Lord to begin to wisdom and knowledge and fear the Lord and put their trust in him. So I got the Christ desire inside of me. I do not have a desire for Percy Miller, who calls himself Master P. That's not a real name. There's only one real master, and his name is Jesus Christ. And I pray for Percy Miller from No Limit Records that God will show him there's only one real master, and his name is Jesus. Percy Robert Miller. I pray that God will show him there's only one real master, and it's Christ. So I don't have a desire for No Limit. I don't have a desire for none of the stuff out today. The desire ain't there no more. It's gone because of Jesus. I jam to the Christ-centered hip hop. It's all about the lyrical content. It's all about those lyrics. I'm gonna be tempted. The devil gonna tempt me. Temptation is gonna be there because Jesus Christ was tempted yet without sin. The temptation is there, but the desire ain't. The desire has been removed. So I thank Jesus Christ and I thank the pastor for introducing me to the godly hip hop, and Lecrae's albums are very encouraging. I'm a supporter. I'm a supporter, not no fan. I'm a supporter. So that's why I listen to Trip Lee and Lecrae and Tadashi, because the testimonies and they encourage me. And because they follow Christ, that's the only reason. This is Set Free from the Trap Ministry. Bye-bye.